Hi, this is Zia and this is
Kamana, and welcome to Holistic Nomads TV.
where ancient wisdom and modern science can help you to have more clarity and energy in your life. So, today we have a new segment. It's called Ask Holistic Nomads, where we have the answer to your question. The question that you have submitted to our website, holisticnomads.com/ask, or on our Instagram at Holistic Nomads. So, today's Ask Holistic Nomads topic is about the dosha.
Doshas.
Doshas, excited?
Worthwhile knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on stopwatch for 10 minutes, and then so basically, if it's ringing, that means that's it. No more answering. No more
Just trying
questions.
to cut me down super fast. Get your answers quick.
Because Kiona have a tendency to just give such a big answer,
I like
which
to
is
give
good.
the whole story.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Now I want to make it like fast and quick. Okay. So I already have all the list of the questions from you. If you haven't followed us on Instagram at Holistic Nomads, we regularly upload questions where we need from you about specific topics. So we asked like 2 weeks ago about the doshas. We have 50 questions. I don't think we're gonna have the time to answer everything.
50.
50.
Oh wow.
50, yeah. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm going to start the
Clock.
clock. And the first question. How to cure constipation for Vata dosha person?
The most specific thing to be aware of Vata, because it tends towards dryness and irregularity, these things can create constipation. So to look at it holistically, we could start with Triphala. Triphala is a combination of 3 herbs. Take half a teaspoon at night before bed. Do that for 1 week with some water. You could increase that to a full teaspoon and 1.5 teaspoon if you're still not having a bowel movement. Triphala can sometimes be a little bit drying, as great as it is for the bowel, so you could mix a little bit of ghee with it and make sure you drink lots of coconut water in the day. Number 2, irregularity. Go to bed early, wake up early, eat meals at the same time, squat in the morning in a nice squatted, grounded position. That should be good for your constipation.
Next question. Does Vata people ever gain weight? Gain weight?
Yes, it's possible for Vata constitution, Prakriti, birth to gain weight. Yet it's not a common thing. If they do gain weight, it's usually a bit around the middle. But if they work out at the gym and they eat a bit of protein powder and their digestion is working well, that's the priority. If they eat too much protein powder or other things, then they won't. It's unlikely that they'll gain fat in a big way. It's more likely that they could put on a little bit of muscle, yet be accepting that you're meant to be the thinner type, and that's totally okay. You have other strengths.
From my personal experience, dominant Vata, I gain weight 5 kilos because I eat too much dairy, too much flour, too much oily food, too much meat.
That wasn't a good weight. That was a plumpy fluid, stored fluid blocked in the
Next question is from Kapha. Is it possible for Kapha to be skinny?
Same again. Yes, it's possible for Kapha to be skinny and to lose weight. Yet, we'd have to look at what are the ideals for their body type. They're going to have larger bones. They're going to build muscle more. To some degree, it's an acceptance that they have the strengths of endurance, and to burn off a little bit of fluid and body fat is good for them. Yet it's likely that as they exercise and move their body, they're going to build some muscle, and that's healthy. Strong amount of muscle on Kapha will allow them to process and burn their fat more efficiently. So yes, they can lose weight, but they don't want to have that as the major goal. Have health, vitality, trim and toned as the goal.
I agree with them. Next question. How to increase energy in the afternoon time when the weather is hot for Pitta?
For all doshas, when the weather is hot, best way to increase energy in the afternoon is have a rest. To realize that in the hot weather times, we're meant to regulate our lifestyle to have a little bit of a rest sometimes. It doesn't necessarily mean a sleep, but a rest. Another way would be cold water. Splash the body with cold water, have a cold shower, drink some coconut water. Downtime, regulate the downtime. Good sleep at night. Good leafy greens at lunch, not too much heavy food at lunch.
Next question. For tridoshic people, let's say an example, they have their obesity out of control of heat and anger and acne, and have a history of epilepsy, which is Vata. Which one you need to handle first?
For a tridosha person,
Yeah, that have all of this combination of
has
imbalance.
all of this combination of imbalance.
Which one you need to handle?
It's always treat Vata first. Vata leads all the other doshas. So if the epilepsy is truly from Vata nature type things, then we look at the routine of the treating Vata first. We can still lose weight and treat Vata at the same time. So we're just getting more wholesome things rather than empty carbohydrates and things that may gain weight. We could cut out wheat as an example, would be great to lose weight, and get in some good slow resistance exercise and still be balancing the Vata and the Kapha at the same time.
Next question. Lifestyle to soothe, to balance Vata, like worry, anxious, beside meditation. Is there any other? Lifestyle medicines.
Go to bed early, wake up early, in the morning exercise, watch the sunrise or the light of the morning, good oily fats, lubricating fats.
Okay. Next questions. How to balance hormones and raise the chance of fertility for Pitta? Hard question, Lisa.
How to balance hormones and raise the chance of fertility for Pitta. This really depends on the person. There's no one specific answer there. As a general context though, when we are stressed and we're go, and we're in cortisol, we will tend to imbalance hormones. We make all of our cortisol from progesterone, and this will start to imbalance the hormonal pathways. So it doesn't matter, it's the most general answer. I would need to ask more specific questions before I could give any specific treatments there. Most general answer is de-stress your body. Go to bed early, wake up early. Yeah, de-stress your life. Yeah, start to learn non-attachment and those things, and you create less cortisol. Have less goals and intense things that the Pitta would often work towards, and then you'll create less cortisol. Go to bed before 10 p.m. All of these things will reduce the cortisol, which will mean it won't rob the progesterone, and we won't imbalance the hormonal cycle as much. Next one for a herb. For most people, they could probably take Shatavari. It's a good herb that balances Pitta and the hormonal system. Yet again, I'd probably want to ask more questions before I give out a herbal. Pomegranate, great for the blood, great for Pitta, great for the hormonal system, could pretty much be used by anyone.
Next question. How to reduce the fiery factors for Pitta?
The fiery factors for Pitta. Some of the things I just mentioned in the last one, as that was Pitta. Pomegranate is awesome. It's one of the best fruits to balance Pitta. We need to open up the liver and the gallbladder to really release Pitta from the body. So a good amount of fats and oils that are very easy to digest are the ones that are best for Pitta. If we're going in the vegan direction, I'd recommend olive oil. It's great to open up the liver and the gallbladder. A good tablespoon on each meal. And we could also go with ghee as well. Great for Pitta, balances bacteria inside the digestive tract. We could extend that as well to something that's more like a morning liver cleanse to keep pulling the fire out of the body. One small green apple, a lemon, the juice of a lemon or a lime, juiced with some of the white pith as well, and a tablespoon of olive oil. It'll make like an applesauce. Have that first thing in the morning, and then fast on liver balancing teas until you feel hunger from the belly. Great ones for Pitta, Gaduchi, Sariva and licorice boiled together, and then just drink the liquid of that.
That recipe, I just post it for now. That recipe of the gentle liver cleanse detox is on our website, holisticnomads.com/blog. I'll put a link on the below. Next one. Sometimes I feel being a Kapha restricts me from being really active. How can one minimize Kapha-ness?
It doesn't necessarily restrict you from being really active. If there is vigority, imbalanced Kapha in the body, then it will restrict you. But Kapha as a constitution, as a birth, it just means that it's a little bit sometimes lazy to be active. You'll have to use more mental strength. But once you start moving, the endurance is there in the body, and you'll be able to go for a longer period of time. So it depends on what we're talking about here. Kapha as a body type or Kapha as an imbalance. And then I just say, make sure you move. first thing in the morning, you get up and you move. If it's at minimum, you do a bounce and shake for 5 minutes on the spot to just get the body stimulated and moving. Got to move every day, at least in the morning, and probably again in the afternoon. And if you can organize your lifestyle and day so it doesn't need to be exercise to move, but like I'm going to walk up the steps, I'm going to walk to here, I'm going to have an alarm so I get up from my desk and I move every 50 minutes. Get movement into your day. Get your hands above your head at least 10 times every day.
Lifestyle recommendation for obese Pitta.
For an obese Pitta, if there's really obesity, then there must be some Kapha within the constitution too. We could have an overweight Pitta, but a real obesity, there must be some Kapha going on there as well. So lifestyle recommendations. First, when we look at obesity and weight gain, all research shows food is the most primary thing, and then secondary is exercise. So if we just trigger it on those two, if we want to lose weight, we need to start looking at our food. We need to start looking at what we're eating that's heavy and growth promoting. First up, we look at dairy and wheat. These are the two most common heavy growth promoting. We look at overeating. It's the food section. Decrease those. Move into more of the wholesome grain sources that have a bit higher protein, buckwheat, quinoa, and decrease grains as a general, but only really using those ones. Lots of vegetables. Vegetables are the primary category that balances Kapha, and you can get lots of vegetables that balance Pitta there as well to reduce the overweight. Then we move into the lifestyle. You make sure you exercise every single day, 3 times a week, for an hour to the point of sweating, and every day to do strength and conditioning, all 8 functional movement patterns of the body: push, pull, pull down, squat, reverse squat, core, all of the patterns that you can get in, strength and condition the body and the muscles so you can go through the day with more muscles and burn more fat.
Hey, that's cheating.
That's right, I'm going to finish that one off, yeah.
Cool. So that's 10 minutes. There's still so many questions that we haven't answered, which we will make another episode about us holistic nomads for dosha specific questions. So there are certain questions there that Kimana unable to fully answer because it requires the individuality to be assessed. And for those kind of questions, for those people that ask that question, you can be in the waiting list for online consultation with Kimana at holisticnomads.com/contact. There will be a link to the consultation list. It might take a while because he's kind of busy with his teaching tour. And then other things for you want to express to people if they want to learn more about Ayurveda.
If you're interested to learn more about Ayurveda, check out the programs on thaivedicyoga.com. We bring together what I consider the 6 most important branches of holistic healing. Come and check out the programs there. I'd love to share and help you to help yourself and help others.
Cool. Now, theory without practice is wasteful because hearing leads to forgetting, teaching leads to remembering, and applying leads to mastering. That's why we will encourage you to leave a comment below and share one learning insights from this video. Also, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you will be the first to hear about our future educational videos. And for more resources on health and healing, check out our website holisticnomads.com. There you will find articles, quizzes on Ayurveda, and our future educational events and courses. Thank you so much for watching. We hope it's been beneficial for you. Hope to see you next week. Bye! Now, here we... Can you not look at me? It's so hard.